Greetings, primordial comrades, and welcome back to the soup. In the past few weeks, we've done some amazing experiments in Primordialis. We've made worms, we've made funky designs that absolutely don't work, we've made bugged designs that explode the whole world. But today, we are doing something even more exciting, and that is we are playing the beta. That's right, we are in version 0.1 as opposed to 0.0, and we are here to play the beta. So we're going to see if there's anything different, and also the first thing I notice is that we're starting with acid. Originally, in the original build, you cannot actually start with acid, but this is very fun. So let's make a little acid spewing boy. Here we go. This is going to be our start. Let's go ahead and see if we can kill this thing. Hello. Oh, we are very fast turning right now. There we go, lovely. Now let's pick up some more stuff. I'm gonna take that. I'll take that. Ooh, jets. Jets and acid. You know I'm a fan of those. All right, let's go ahead and make a little shape. Ooh, this is new. So I was going to do the thing that I usually do, which is if I have duplicates, I will usually put the duplicates down here. But look at this. They're stuck together, so duplicates are no longer polluting your thing, which is really lovely. All right, so let's organize this thing. So usually I will have active things in the top left, and then structural things over here in the top right, and then utilities or like usable things down here. So this will be like various trigger cells, all of the ones from proximity to heat related, speed related, anything that generates electricity, usually I'll put up there. And then structural cells are up here. That's just how I like to sort it. If you have a different way that you prefer to sort it, that is different. We can do rotational symmetry. Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. Very interesting. Another cool thing that's been changed is we have pointers that show us where the acid is going to be sprayed, which is pretty cool as well. This is all very, very nice. Anyway, I don't actually want this shape, but I just wanted to try out the symmetry, and it was quite nice. All right, here we are. I think this is a cute little start. So we have some acid, we have some jet so that it pushes the acid further away. And I think this is neat. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a fresh coat of paint. All right, I wanted to go with vivid colors that signify toxicity and kind of with colors we haven't gone with before. I don't think we've ever gone with like an intense yellow, and the yellow and blue are in a sort of relationship to each other here if you look at the triangle. And if we ever go for a third color, we could maybe go for a pinkish purple. But we'll see how that works out. So we will see how this performs. Oh, hello. So one of the main problems with a build like this, at least at the start, is that you are also toxic to yourself. So you do not want to step into your own goop, but it is very, very deadly otherwise. So I think we're doing really well so far in terms of a strong start. I am a little bit worried by that thing getting too close, but I think we can get stronger later. We could definitely grow in size, but for now, I want to pick up some... Get away from me! Oof. That could have been deadly. I want to pick up some more stuff, so let's explore a little bit, see if we can find something useful. We're here in the stinky biome. Oh god, my mortal nemesis. I hate that creature. It's probably not a creature that I hate more. There's a few that are more dangerous for sure. There's a couple that killed me often. I'll take that always on. But nothing has quite come as close as just pure hatred as that guy. So I will kill you. Do not launch that at me. Okay. Excellent. One of the things is we do have jet on our side, so we can actually push the toxicity away from us as well. So if we go through here, we sort of push the toxic fumes away, which is very nice. I always like these toxic builds because you get to make pretty shapes with your stuff. Why are you trying to eat that? You did actually eat it. Okay, do not eat me though. Do not eat me. Maybe we want some venom shooting out of our butt. Just acid from our butt in case we ever run away from somebody. I think that's probably useful. Is that a jet? Okay, so here we can make the very dangerous decision to combine acid and a jet, which is going to be very useful. However, it is also going to be, it's going to mean that we don't have a regular acid anymore. And so all of our acid will also propel us. Because right now, if we put acid cells on our butt, right, it doesn't actually move us anywhere. We have jets on the side, but these jets balance out because they're symmetrical. But if we put the jet on our butt, then we will no longer be able to like stay still and also do smoke. But I do want to merge these, I'm sorry. It's just so much fun. It's more fun to do this. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. And for now, I mean, we could test it. Oh, Jesus, yeah, no, we cannot go with that. That is too unwieldy. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop those. And even that one. Okay, we have a bit of a problem. We are being pushed back. Let's see what's happening. It doesn't show us the direction of spray anymore, but I think what it is this top. So let's just do that and see. We're still being pushed backwards a little bit. I wonder if adding this here is going to balance that out. So we're being propelled forward now a little bit. Okay, this is, I think, pretty neutral in terms of thrust. And a speedy cell. Speedy cell gotta be one of my favorite cells. I probably overuse these. I love a good speedy cell to keep us going fast and help us go somewhere while we, you know, build too many things that do something. And so slow ourselves down. Slippery cells are also nice. Can you stop following me? This is one of the most effective and favored by me ways to use acid, is you just stand still and you spin and hope that it just kills everybody before they get to you. There we go. All right, another speedy cell, which we're gonna pick up. And then there's also another hard cell. Plus, we'll get this seek trigger cell, because that might be useful for something. Excuse me. No, no, no. Two can play at that game. Brrr. Okay, it's dangerous, actually. It's dangerous activities. Okay, there we go. We melted it. We successfully melted the enemy. I wish we could go for an even more intense yellow, but I think this is the most intense yellow that the game allows. Speedometer cell. Okay, that's interesting. Proximity. Okay. Might have to move away here and just... It's so difficult to control with the spinning. Can you die? Can you perish? It's refusing to perish. Then perish. I think it is slowly dying though. There you go. We don't want that though. We don't want cancer cell. Pick a cell type to make cancerous. Your cost limit increases. Ooh. That's new. The way that they've changed the cancer cell is new. So there's hopefully some new mutations as well. Ugh. If I go backwards, how's that working out for us? Not very well. But it is kind of fun. Oh, there's a treasure trove over there. I want to kill that guy though. No, 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 no. Perish. Come on. Stop resisting me. There you go. Inflating cell. Lightweight cell. Speedy cell again. Power switch cell. Jet cell. Cannot pick up the inflating cell. Although we don't need it really for anything. I do like things like the inflating cell. I think they're very fun to use. But there's not really a reason to use them. Power switch can go over there. Another thing that I like is, for example, the speedometer. And then you could use it to do something fun. Like we could totally do this, right? You could use the inflating cell. Let's see what we're going to throw away. How much do we need for the inflating cell? 2. All right. We can just drop. We can drop one of the jet cells. And so our butt kind of opens up. Because the cells kind of inflate. We could even do even more. There's no reason to do this, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to have fun and do something a little bit silly. Oop, not me opening the map. Definitely don't need that. We could do proximity detecting and do something smart there. But really, all of that stuff right now would be just for the sake of shenanigans. So we can just do this. No, not that. Where's my normal cell? But give me that back. Not me dropping my basic cell. There we go. Yep, let's continue. We could grow in size a little bit. We've leveled a couple times, and having more biomass does mean you're harder to kill, but it does mean we're slower, so we'll see how that goes for us. Maybe we'll die relatively early. I think it will also give us a little bit more control over our creature while we're spewing though, so could be a decent trade-off. Oh, there's XP for me. There we go. Now we look at this. This is Angry Neuron. I've never managed to make anything work with the Angry Neuron. Another Angry Neuron. Okay. Shall we already head to the boss of this area or explore a little bit more? I say let's explore. There's a muscle. Thermoelectric linking. So one of the things you could do with the muscle cell is essentially the opposite of the balloon cell. So it will contract instead of expanding when you electrify it. You could do something where, like, if you use the seeker thingy, seek trigger cell, this will create an electrical signal whenever you are seeking. So holding down left mouse button, which lets you follow the cursor. So you could do something where, like, oh, if I'm seeking, make me squish together so that I can run faster or something. But other than that, it can also be used to make jaws. It can be used to do a lot of fun stuff. All right, let's just explore further. So we are experiencing the traditional problem that I have with acid builds, which is that even if you've put your acid only to the sides of your body, you still take a little bit of acid damage as you're moving around. Now, if we just stand still and spin, then we are protected. Plus the jet pushes everything away so that it keeps us safer. But I definitely think we've got a little bit more work to do. For now, though, we have just turned level 16, so I think let's give ourselves a little bit of a makeover. Let us grow in size. So here we are, and let's see what we can come up with. Here we are. Nothing new has been added. We've just grown a little bit. We do have a little bit of speed at the front, and I've added a little tail spine with the hard cells because I saw us wiggling a bit when we were using the jet, and the colors updated. It's just a little bit more of a nice little pattern that I like. We're still taking damage while moving, but it is a little bit less intense, and we still have the ability to spin to win. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and face up against the final boss of this area. Although we could look up here first, but I thought I saw, yeah, I see a bioluminescent boy, which means there's a dark biome involved, and dark biome's always scary. But look, there's rewards over here. Now, who are you? Heatsink. Okay. Yeah, don't want to go into the dark zone. I do like the light. Okay, now see, that is interesting. We could combine the rigid cell, the hard cell, with something. That's very interesting. Well, I'm gonna come back for that. First, we're gonna look around a little bit. Grounded cell. Now, we could actually use that. We could combine that with a hard cell. And that would make us even more resistant to things. It would make us resist potential lightning shenanigans, you know? That's all very interesting. What's over there? A muscle and a lightweight. It is worth exploring before you move on to the next biome because there are treasures in various little corners. Is that another jet? That is another jet. Okay, well, we've already merged a jet. I don't know what else we would do with a jet. We could technically, if we had another venom or acid, we could do two of them and reduce the cost of them. But you know what we'll do? We are just going to combine something with the hard. Should we take the, yeah, should we just grounded and thingy? Let's do it. We're gonna get grounded and resistant to spikes and explosions. Let's see how this works out for us. Speed-wise, I don't think it should change much. Well, there's a little gray spray that we have. I don't know which part of our body is making that gray spray, but I'm thinking I want to color that part. Is it our butt? Oh yeah, these will just be very dark, and so there won't be much color here. We could enhance it just a little bit, but I don't want to do it too much because I actually do like this darkness that we have to contrast the bright pattern. Yeah, it's okay. We can have a gray spray on our butt. Now what is this over here? Oh yeah, we've already been here. Okay, now I think we gotta go. Unless there's anything we can combine with the jet. But I don't think so. We could just take a jet if we have an ability trigger. We could combine the ability trigger and the jet, and then if we find another acid to combine with later, we could combine those. So yeah, let's just do that. Hello. We have two ability triggers, so... Wait, I just wanted to drop one of them. exceeds max genome size. I think we gotta drop maybe one of these. There we go. And now we're good. Have a little bit of chaos. We're gonna drop some of these that we're not using there. You're gonna go there. You're not being used. You're kind of two central elements to our design. And then you guys can sort of wobble over there. You're lightning. Not being used, not being used. You are being used. Not being used, not being used. There we go. We've cleaned things up a little bit. Let's go say hi to the boss. Whoa. See, this is what I'm talking about, the dark biome. Get away from me, you beast. The dark biome is full of shenanigans. Look at that. What am I looking at there? It's got like an internal spine. Oh, it's pretty tough. Oof. Did get us some XP though. So, thank you. Okay, now I leave. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. I like the idea of the dark biome, but what was that? This thing has killed us in the past. I like the idea of the dark biome just fine. Wasn't there something to pick up here? Did you see that? Go. Go away. No, I don't think we can get the light. But it looked like there was a cell to pick up. But there's no way to really guarantee that you find a bioluminescent upgrade early on, so you just kind of have to go into the dark biome blind, and I think that just will always result in a death for me. I don't know, maybe I'm just not good enough at the game. Okay, I've taken a bit of a detour. I'm seeing if there's something exciting here. It's only that exploder boy, and these guys are so dangerous. I really don't want to get hit by one of them. There's not even a cell in any of these. How odd. Although there's a little back passage there. I'm just worried about that guy. Because that guy will run next to you and then explode. And I don't like that. Stay away from me, you know? There we go. We did it. Let's see what's new in here. What is that? That is a brand new cell. I've never seen that before. Impact creates a small explosion when it collides at high speed. Explosion does not deal self-damage. Oh, so you can like headbutt people. That is brand new. What's this? Hello? What is that? Oh, there's another new thing. Okay, first of all, you guys have that. Creates a magnetic field when electrically activated. If the cell is on the surface of the body, the axis of magnetic field will be the third dimension. What do you mean the third dimension? Wandering neuron. Okay, there's a lot of new things. Let's make some space. We have some stuff that we're not using. These are quite small in their genome size. The jet cell's kind of the biggest one. Maybe we have to sacrifice a jet cell. Or one of the speedy cells, it's fine. Okay, but we can make room here. I definitely want to take the electromagnetic cell, but I want to look at this as well. Do we have space? No. And what is this? I want to drop something. Let's drop, let's go pick up the speedy cell and drop the speedy cell in there and see what happens. It just maybe looks like a broken thing. Maybe it's an error in the game. But it could be something. Yeah, I think it's just an error. It's like an invisible cell. Interesting. Right. I want that hammer so bad. I'm dropping my inflating cell and my muscle cell. I'm sorry. So essentially, if I understand this correctly, it is a thing where you can like mega speed into something, create a little explosion. That's fun. A little explosive nose. Sure, I'll have that. I don't think it really harms our turning. Well, we are a little bit slower to turn now, but I think that's fine. Oh, hi, swarm of fish. One of them survived. Whoa, okay, here's the boss. But the boss is already injured, so this will be easier. Oh, it was different. Did you see? I think it had those impact things on it. Alright, thank you. I don't want to become smaller. I don't want to drift. These are awful mutations. Smaller cells, drifting, or budding. I really don't want any of these. I don't want to become smaller. Parts detached from your body can grow cells that are not part of your main body. I guess, you know what? There's always a chance that you get budding plus the one that revives you. And so that can just be like a backup if you ever get blown up. Let's cook these snails. Snails cooked. Alright, let's proceed to the next biome. Noom. Ow. Ow. Okay, this explosion changes a lot though. You can be a very nice speedy thing and, you know, not blow yourself up. Hello. I like Mr. Big Jaw. No, no, no. Wow. Okay, let's explore. Let's see if we find anything else that's new. Oh, it's this again. It's the impact cell. And the lightning cell, though. Lightning cell. Yeah, I don't think we need that right now. I'm just gonna try and cook this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's that? What is that? Get away from me. Oh, it's the guy with the ghost cells. They're very resistant to my venom. That's not great. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, don't kill me. Oh, this is a very dense area. This guy's got big long tentacles and seems to be immune to my venom. Okay, never mind, he died. Blah! What just killed me? No, something killed me. I don't know what killed us. But I think maybe we, like, I know that we took damage from our own venom, but then something exploded, but I didn't see an explosive thing. Maybe we died in like a remnant of this guy's tentacle or something. Oh, look at those. They're prettier than they used to be. Aww. Okay, well, I'm really enjoying the beta. And I hope that you also enjoyed this particular video. Because there's gonna be more. I'm gonna keep playing the beta. Look at that. That's so beautiful, actually. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. We should save this body plan though. I kind of like what we created here, this little creature, you know? I think it's nice. Are the colors amazing? I don't know. I wouldn't fully commit to the colors. All right, we're gonna do a lowercase b and we're gonna call it acid trip. It's kind of got like a butterfly shape. What should we call it? We'll just call it Acid Guy. There we go. Acid Guy. I think it's really pretty. You know, I'm sure there are worse designs out there, but I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you enjoyed this playthrough. Now, remember, we do a Primordialis every Friday, and it's certainly Friday today. It's totally not Saturday. And if you enjoyed my content in general, if you had a good time here, you can also check out the rest of my channel. I post tons of Let's Plays on this channel of all sorts. I love a management game, a city builder, all sorts of stuff like that. We're also very excited because Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era just came out. Well, the demo came out. The actual release is pushed into 2026. So I played a little bit of that. And I hope that you go ahead and check all that stuff out. And last but not least, you can always say hi at twitch.tv/lelling, where I stream 5 times a week. All right, that's going to be it from me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your life. And get Primordialis. This isn't sponsored, but I think this is a really great game, so support it. All right, remember everybody, stay solidary. Bye.